I'm Matt Platt.
I'm Shawn Walchef.
And this is Own Their
Phones.
Let's go. Shawn, I want to talk to you about investing, and I'm not talking about a timeshare. I don't have anything to sell. I want to talk about investing time and money into future growth, because the one thing I see from guys like you that's encouraging is that you're not doing something today for sales tomorrow or next week. You're doing it for the future. And I have to constantly remind myself, because it's tough sometimes.
It's hard.
We're this end of this year, we'll be right at 18 months into the America's Best Restaurants Roadshow journey. And I was reminded on a podcast yesterday, I was listening to it, and the guy was talking about the CEO of Coke told him it takes 8 years to build a brand. And I'll be right around $2 million invested in this concept of our new division. We're actually spinning it off to a separate company first of the year. And I want it to be somewhere, but I'm also like, okay, Matt, stay focused, stay the course. Guy from Coke says 8 years. He's probably right, because they buy and sell brands all the time. So I got to get into this thing 3, 4, 5 years before people understand the vision behind America's Best Restaurants and the Roadshow. But what can you say to restaurant owners about not only investing in personal growth via podcasting, via chat rooms like we are in with Clubhouse, via being involved in the community of restaurant owners at different shows, but also investing, like not being scared to invest money, because we're all taught by Dave Ramsey, like you can't have debt. But be quite honest with you, like in the restaurant game, if you want to grow and do some big shit, you're going to take some risks, right?
Absolutely. I mean, if I think back on our Cali barbecue media journey, and it's easy to earmark the day that I first launched our podcast, Behind the Smoke, because that's really when I truly believe the idea of CaliBBQ.media. We changed our URL. So our URL is literally www.calibbq.media. That is a barbecue brand and a media brand coming together, publishing content. But publishing content, I own the company, so it's me and my wife. So convincing Eric, my GM and business partner, that this amount of money that I'm going to take from our marketing efforts and put into a podcast, and we're going to go to these conferences and we're going to go to these shows, all of that was money that I was putting back into an idea that had never gone anywhere. Do you know how many people laughed at me when I said we were going to do a Behind the Smoke podcast, Above the Butcher Shop? We were going to bring business owners in. People thought we were fucking crazy.
Yep.
That we had lost our mind. People still to this day laugh when I tell them it's a barbecue media company. The people that know me, the people that see what we're doing, see what we're accomplishing, see we're partnered with Entrepreneur Magazine, see that we're launching other shows, see that we're doing this content together. Like, this is the beginning of multiple shows, of multiple pieces of content. There will be Netflix shows. There will be shows on Amazon Prime. There will be shows on Hulu. Like, content is everywhere. And part of understanding that your marketing is media. So allocating marketing dollars, working with companies like America's Best Restaurant, only help cultivate the fire. I had a brilliant digital marketer, one of my closest friends. He owns Power Digital Marketing, Grayson LaFrenz, huge in the digital marketing space. But he said what his company does is he doesn't build you a fire. You need to already have a fire burning. His job is to come and pour gasoline onto the fire. Pouring that gasoline onto the fire is really what marketing and media is. That long tail of media. I did an interview for Digital Hospitality, our original show. I partnered with US Foods. We put a local barbecue restaurant, OB Barbecue House, onto the show. We had this incredible conversation. Two brothers, they took over a father's business. They've been in business since 1994, which is absolutely incredible. Ocean Beach, beautiful area. We had this great conversation about business, published the content. They shared the content. They were excited to have Instagram reel content, showing instead of telling. I just got a text today from Melvin, and he goes, "Hey, I saw some video that you were on Aloha and you switched to Toast." Like, I make videos all the time about Toast, our primary technology partner, the primary sponsor of our show. And they go, "What's the ROI of storytelling?" Well, it's a long time. Like Matt said, me planting that video back when nobody saw it, except for the CEO of the company who shared it with the entire Slack channel, the entire organization.
Like 3 years ago, right?
3 years ago. But that is an engine. That's a sales engine that is literally still converting people today and will convert people 5, 10 years into the future. That's just one piece of content. It's somebody listening to this show understanding your story matters. Whoever you pay in your restaurant, whoever's a vendor, there is a B2B opportunity to make content. Everyone can make B2C content, and restaurant owners struggle with making B2C content.
Yep.
They struggle with posting pictures of ribs. Like, I'm a barbecue restaurant. If I can't do a picture of ribs or a video of ribs or a video of brisket, like, I'm never going to make it.
Yep.
But if I learn how to make a video of ribs, and I learn how to make a video of myself on top of a roof telling people we're hiring, and now I have 15 people coming to an open interview this Thursday because we made content about it. We put it on TikTok. We put it on Instagram. We sent an email out about it. Because I'm willing to do that, I have the skill set that allows me to make content about US Foods, about Otter, about Atmosphere TV, which is a new partner of ours. All of these partners are looking for content. They're looking for people like Matt Plapp. They're looking for people like you listening to this right now, you driving. You literally picked all the people that you paid for a reason. Yep. Make a video about why you picked them. Tag them in your video. All of a sudden, now you're content partners. We're all content partners.
And that's what it comes down to, is investing. There's time, money, and energy.
Yep.
And, I'm crazy enough to invest a lot of money and to take risks because I realize it's going to take money, but I'm also crazy enough to commit a lot of time because I'm like you. I mean, this is, I think, my 7th time on this microphone today. Like, I've got a company to run, but and none of the stuff I'm doing today for this on this microphone, I'm looking to pay off in a week or two. Just like you, when you started doing your stuff, I'm sure you didn't have the trust early on that, you're on Entrepreneur Magazine. Like, to me, there's like 3 magazines I look at a frequent basis. Like, when I go to the airport,
it's insane.
I buy them. Like, you're a restaurant owner.
Yes.
And when you started all this, you were a 1 location barbecue restaurant owner with as much knowledge as anybody else at the time on how to use this phone and microphones, all that stuff. You were not scared to invest your time and your money and your effort, knowing it's not going to sell barbecue tomorrow. It's going to start a wave.
That's right.
And the wave is going to keep going. So, like, that's the big thing I think that we all need to realize. And it goes to every business. It's my business. I'll be at a marketing conference next week, 300 people just like me that do other stuff. And a lot of them will give me the excuse of why they haven't invested the money into expanding their business, why they haven't invested the time and the effort into creating content. And it's like, you have to invest. Well, how is it going to pay off tomorrow? Like, there is no ROI tomorrow.
Yep.
Like, there is no ROI today for me spending 3 hours with this microphone in front of me. Like, literally, I'm exhausted from it. But there is no ROI right now because I'm not worried about it, because I know that bigger picture, and this is if I'm a restaurant owner or a marketing company.
You and I wouldn't be doing business together if it wasn't for these microphones.
No, it wouldn't be. I mean, that's when we started this process. I told Gabe and myself, I said, Gabe, we're going to create the Dream 100. We're going to find the 100 biggest badasses in the country that have podcasts, that are publishing content, and have a book. And there's a bookshelf on this side. If I turn my laptop around, you'd see it. It's got all sorts of books. I'm waiting for the Shawn Walchef book. We're gonna get on that. But there's all sorts of books, and we started going through podcasts and books and finding those. And that's one of the reasons I'm a proponent of promoting Cali Barbecue. And that's one of the reasons I promote the brand. I saw a guy today at Better Blend, another brand I promote a lot, that I went up there today, got an acai bowl with one of our business coaches, was in town, had lunch with him there. And this guy who I know from college is in line in front of me. He saw me like 3 weeks ago. He's like, Matt, I'm now addicted to Better Blend. I kept seeing your content about Better Blend. Yep. I finally came. I've seen him there 3 times in the past 2 weeks.
Yep.
And it's all because he saw my content. And so if I'm investing in content to just tell my story, and sometimes it's about random companies, you ought to be doing it as well. But you got to invest, and you got to be not scared to invest, because it is scary sometimes to invest your eyeballs and be in front of cameras, but also your money and your efforts, because your time and your energy you can't get them back. So, but if you don't use it, you screw up.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know the problem that you created when you made America's Best Restaurants?
Do I know the problem I created? Well, for me, I created something I can't stop.
Correct. What else?
Problem, I don't know.
How big is America?
Oh, I know. I it needs to be worldwide. Well, I said this story yesterday to somebody. I told somebody this yesterday. I said, I was telling David Schlatter, our marketing director, I said, Shawn made a great point that America's best restaurants, Americans go to other countries. You went to Bulgaria.
Correct.
So like, there's no reason that in 2 years, we're not traveling the world as Matt Plapp, Greg Hudson,
Yes.
Luis Rivera of America's Best Restaurants, and we're in London getting a cheeseburger and beer, and we're going to talk about the best restaurants not in America.
Correct.
So yeah, so I agree with you there.
That's a branding problem, but that's the thing. When I talk to tech companies, when I talk to restaurant owners, when I get on an app like Clubhouse that really brings things together, literally anyone on the internet can find this content. If you're searching for this content, you can find it. Your restaurant matters. Your restaurant in Bulgaria matters. Your restaurant in Australia matters. Your restaurant in Dubai matters. Your restaurant in Italy matters. Your restaurant in North Dakota matters. Every fucking restaurant matters, but you have to be willing to put the work in. Put the work in, surround yourself with people like Matt Plapp and America's Best Restaurants and Cali Barbecue and Cali Barbecue Media, and be a part of this rising tide, because we'll be the first ones to tell you we don't have the answers, but we're willing to get our hands dirty. We're willing to get our hands dirty. We're willing to look stupid, sound stupid, do whatever it takes to rise this industry up, because we've been working our ass off for so long for such little profits. Why? Because this device, the thing that we're talking about, I had Noah Glass, barbecue restaurant owner, interviewing Noah Glass, who is the CEO of Olo. Olo is a publicly traded company, online ordering literally all the greatest brands that you know of, Applebee's, Cheesecake, you name it. If you try to order online, you're using the back-end software that's Olo. What he told me was his oh shit moment was when this device came out. It was the first time where there was a convergence of content, commerce, and communication all on one device. Content, commerce, and communication. It's all right here. And your restaurant needs to be on it. You need to sell shit online, moving forward in real life, and you need to do it all with digital hospitality.
Mic drop. If I want to just drop my mic, but I'm told this thing will break if I do that, so I won't drop it. So
you get me all fired up. Own Their Phones gets me all fired up.
Love it, baby. That's all we got. That's a wrap.
Global. The best restaurants on the globe with Matt Plapp.
There we go, baby. So Shawn,
worldwide.
That's all we got. We're ready.
I want that orange private jet to come pick me up. We're gonna go talk in Dubai.
There we go. Orange private jet to take America's Best Restaurants on the road to our global tour.
There we go.
Cool. That's all we got. We'll see you next episode of Own Their
Phones.
See ya.